What's up, guys? Back to channel 4. Another reaction. We're going back and taking a look at Hollywood Undead. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you guys have been liking my Hollywood Undead reactions, and a lot of you have been wanting some more. So, I gotta give the fans what they want. So today we're gonna check out some more for you guys. And I like all the comments you guys have been saying about these guys, and amongst other bands that I've been reacting to, and other recommendations. So I do appreciate you guys for that as well. So I'm always happy to check out some new music, man. So if there's any more other ones, be sure to let me know. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear you guys' opinions on some new comments, on some new tracks. So I'll be happy to check any more of these guys out for you guys. But we're checking out one that came out a year ago. So it's not that old. It's not that, a while ago. So it came out before I started doing all these reactions to these guys. So it is a new one, I would say. So this is one, I believe it came out before my first introduction to this band. So, but it has a lot of views. So a lot of people might actually like this one, and I might have to actually like this one as well. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. But besides the whole rap sections, besides the whole like rap rocky influence that these guys have, I can get behind it. I can definitely get behind it, man. I like the clean guy's vocals. I like Danny, I believe is his name is. When he does do those catchy choruses, I felt like his voice matches well with the high, energy that these guys bring, especially like with a little bit of raspiness into his voice. It's very kind of unique and distinct in a way. So I do like his vocals, even though some of you say that you don't really like him too much. But I don't know. I like the guy. I like his vocals. I like his, introduction to the band and what he has to bring. So I know he's like a newer kind of member, I would say. Over the past couple years or so, they brought him in. So I don't know too much about the backstory of these guys, but I'm sure they changed lineups a lot because there's just so many guys in this band, so I don't even know how many there are. But like I said, I like his vocals. I like his like pop punky kind of like vibe he brings to the band. So either way, if we're gonna get some more of that, I'm gonna have to dig into these guys even more. So I'm just super excited to dive back into these guys for you guys, and I'm just super excited to see what this one has to bring. But before we get started, be sure to go button, I'll appreciate it, and to really help me out. And if you like Hollywood Undead as well, be sure to leave a like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome music. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And also very quickly, I want to make a very quick announcement. I just released my very first original track over on my channel, and it's been a long time coming for me making this track for you guys and making this video, but it's finally out. I finally put it out for you guys. So if you're a fan of the more heavier, more like intense, like in your face, like punchy sort of heavy metal that we've been reacting to lately, you guys would definitely be a fan of that one as well, just let me say. And if you guys like it, there's gonna be a lot more original songs coming your way in the near future, so yes. But back to the video. This is Hollywood Undead's release track titled Hollywood Forever. See what this one's about. A lot of people seem to like it, so see what the type talks about. Let's go, boys.
I'm trying to be a role model for all of the kids and keep it full throttle for society's grids.
Okay.
So what happens if I call it quits? Who's on the front line taking all the hits?
The old school rap verses here.
Got no loyalty. I love every single one of you that supported me. Every single fan and all my family and friends.
Kind of like old school Eminem almost.
Without you, I'd be dead. I got the same shit that plagues you. I had suicidal
those guitar riffs.
Split personality, dude, and we never thanked you because you saved us too. So what about the kid that got off the ledge? All the people say about Hollywood Undead. If I could save just one kid, I'm gonna keep this mask on as long as I live.
There we go.
You become a part of me, and all the love you show is worth the blood I bleed. This is all I know.
Ooh, let's go, Danny.
I was born to be, so take a 40 to the head, 'cause you're rocking with the best. Every single one of us is undead.
Ooh, a little synth action. Have you heard that before?
Freestyles in a parking lot. To bad record deals and falling off of the top. I used to have big dreams and I lost a lot. Now I need this more than
Let's
ever.
go, guys.
This is all that I got. I thought I lost it all.
Guy number 2.
My dad, it's kind of hard to be sad when you're so fucking mad that the train's off the tracks and it's not coming back. 'Cause when life hits you hard, you start punching it back. 'Cause I do whatever it is for you and both of my kids. 'Cause it's
That's true, though. Don't give up, ladies and gentlemen. You can make it. Gotta keep going. Oh, I love his screams. Woo. You get up there. I gotta lie though, synth is very new. Kinda amplifies it a little bit. Let's go, boy. Got number 3. Ooh, a little bit. Ooh. Yo, the rhythm rock. Yo, the rhythm rap. All right. I feel like this is like one big like love letter almost to the fans. You can get that. Ooh, we got a little solo beats. I can sense the emotion behind this one. Like I said, it feels like it's one big thank you to their fans, I feel like. What's going on? We done here? Oh, we done? Oh, we're done? I thought they were gonna keep it going there. I thought we didn't get the 4th guy coming in this time. Thought the Snoop Doggy guy was gonna come in here and start singing some verses and stuff like that. Oh, okay, that's different. That's very different. I don't mean disrespect, but either way, he reminds me of Snoop Dogg, especially in the last one we reacted to. But we didn't really get him, so that's kind of interesting. But and then we saw him sort of in the video, but I thought they were gonna keep it going like one more time around. I thought they had like room for like one more verse or one more kind of like like build up into like a breakdown sort of thing. But nah, they kind of like left it playing out like that. So that's kind of like a weird way to end it in my opinion. But it's very different. It's very different. We had a lot of different elements in this one. We had a lot of different sort of like flows, I would say. A lot of different play styles in this one as well. Very old school. Like early 2000s like 90s hip hop sort of rap genre in there. Especially the first guy when he was singing, very reminiscent of old school Eminem, Slim Shady era type of days, if I would say. They kind of definitely do sound similar, you're not gonna lie, especially in like the vocal tones, I feel like. But that would be an interesting collab, getting like old school Eminem on here. Oh, that would probably slap. That would probably break the internet if they ever did that. But I don't think Eminem likes to do collabs, to be honest with you. But I don't know, I could be wrong. But very different, like I said. Danny coming in with the chorus like he always does. He's the main chorus guy. He's the main front guy when it comes to that sort of stuff. Very on the higher register on this time around. Very got like higher on the higher screams. Getting up there sort of thing. I didn't even know we could go that high. So that was very surprising to me at least. Especially when he was doing those kind of raspy, sort of like fry-y screams, that's what the way he does sing his sort of vocals. But especially when he gets that high, that was surprising. That was definitely impressive, not gonna lie. So props to you, Danny. You can get up there, my boy. I see you. Let's get that. Let's get it. And then the second guy, coming in, doing his sort of style as well. I feel like a lot of these guys grew up like reminiscent of old school hip-hop, like 90s hip-hop, at least on the West Coast sort of stuff. They have that unique style to them, that old school kind of like hip-hop, especially the way they sing their rap, the way they do the flows, the rhythms, the beats and stuff like that. It's very reminiscent of like old school West Coast kind of rock rap and stuff like that. So it's very out of my realm of knowledge when it comes to that sort of thing. I did not grow up listening to rap at all. So, but I can definitely see the influence. So I could definitely see them growing up with that sort of genre and then kind of then branching out into the metal scene and stuff like that. But And then the third guy coming in, probably like, yeah, with the most distinct voice in my opinion, just because it's so deep, it's so powerful. I would say the one I probably remember the most from like when I first heard like snippets from these guys from like years ago, you know. So when I heard his voice, you know, from back in the day, I could say like, no, that's a Hollywood Undead song just from his voice alone. So it's very deep, it's very powerful, it's very, you know, in your face, I would say. But he definitely does the rap rocky sort of thing very well, though. He definitely can do that. All these guys can do it, man. I have to eventually learn these guys' names because it's gonna get confusing, you know, saying which guy's which. But either way, everyone has their own talent. Everyone has their own, you know, sort of flow, their sort of style, stuff like that. We didn't see the fourth guy though, so it's kind of, you know, weird how they kind of, you know, they cut him off, you know, I feel like. So I thought he was gonna come back around for the fourth, you know, verse, and then. But the synth stuff is very new, you know, adding the synths in there, adding when they were doing the chorus sort of stuff, you know, I haven't heard that from them yet, so I don't know if they used to do that sort of thing, but it definitely, you know, feels more powerful, it feels more intense, it kind of amplifies the song up even more when they're adding like a little layer of synth in there, so it's very cool to see. But from what I understand from this track, you know, I can, you know, say that it's a very like one big love letter to their fans, you know, to their, you know, overall support of being a band. I would say, I could be completely wrong on that, but from what I heard from the lyrics and when I heard from the video, it's very like, you know, one big, you know, thank you, one big, you know, wholesome moment, I would say, for a song, just because it is, you know, kind of heartfelt in a way, you know, when hearing, you know, some of the stuff up there saying like you never give up, you know, always keep pushing, keep striving, you know, for your dreams, you know, just keep on going, you know. So I can definitely see them singing that to their fans, and I just could have no idea what I'm saying, but either way, from what I heard from it, I could see that message kind of being put across, if that makes sense. But like I said, this one came out like a year ago, so it was before when I first started doing these reactions to these guys. So if there's any other ones I'm going to be checking out, be sure to let me know down in the comments if there's any specific ones you might want me to check out. But we're still going to check these guys out. We're still going to go back and check out some stuff, and if they do come out with some new stuff, we're going to be on that as well. But if there's any specific ones from back in the day you want me to check out, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I know from back in the day they used to do a lot more of the rappy, of the rock kind of stuff, so I don't know if I'll be into that too much, but you know, who knows? We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm so excited to check out from these guys and leaving you guys' comments. I do appreciate you guys for that. But fear not, there will be more Hollywood Undead coming your way in the near future. So yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here. Just going through every single band challenge, everybody, you want to miss out on a single one. Guarantee that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.